I would like to take this opportunity to thank civil rights leader, American hero, activist, father of a mixed baby, hero, legend, ender of racism. I would like to take this opportunity to thank Cody Rhodes. You did it. You saved America. You've ended racism. The world is going to be a much better place thanks to Cody Rhodes winning this match. Oh my God. Thank you, Cody Rhodes. God bless the Cody Rhodes. God bless America. I'm sorry. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Big Hero Chris here with your AEW Double or Nothing review. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. Go and leave me a thumbs up. Go ahead and ring the notification bell. Leave me some comments in the comment section. Let me know what you guys thought about the show. Did you enjoy the show? Did you like the show? Did you hate the show? Were you entertained? Were you surprised by anything? What was your favorite match? What was your least favorite match? What was your favorite moment? What was your least favorite moment? Man, overall, I had fun with the show. Was it perfect? No. Did I have some issues? Yes. Am I gonna address some of those stuff? Yes. Duh, that's what the point of the review is, you know. But like I said, man, overall it was a fun show. It was entertaining. And we had a full crowd. Oh my God, you just gotta see that crowd. Yo, there was a lot of people there. And throughout this whole year, man, we've gone through shows with no crowds, to partial crowds, to the Thunderdome. And watching AEW, it really made you appreciate the fans, you know. Are there some toxic fans? Yeah. Are there some stupid fans? Yeah. Are there some fans that just makes you want to just pull all your hair out? Yes. But without the fans, man, you don't really have anything. It really helps you to see that it's us, the fans, that really do make the show. Like, we're just as much of a part of the show as the performers, the referees, the commentators, you know. Yeah, that's my little fan speech. But onto the show. Onto the show, man. Like I said, it wasn't a perfect show. I did have some issues. One of those issues being the Young Bucks match. Now, the match itself was fine. I mean, I really had fun with the match. I didn't like the outcome. And this isn't me saying this as a Young Bucks hater, because I actually like the Young Bucks. But I wanted Moxley and Kingston to win. Not only that, the match went way too long. It was a long match. It was good, but it was just like, yo, when is this thing going to end? Like, how many super kicks can I see in one match? It's crazy. Like, just end it already, man. Either you're gonna have Moxley and Kingston win, or you're gonna have the Young Bucks win. Just end it already. But other than that, man, the match was fine. Another issue I had, I don't really want to say it's an issue because it came as a surprise. So you had the Casino Battle Royale. Christian started the match, and then they had it kind of grouped off. So you'll have one group come in, and then every 2 minutes another group will come in, and so on and so forth, until you got to the surprise entrant. Now, of course, the internet being the internet, you're already speculating on who is it gonna be. Is it gonna be Bryan Danielson? Is it gonna be Ryback? Is it gonna be John Cena? Is it gonna be Brock Lesnar? Is it gonna be Hulk Hogan? Is it gonna be Andre the Giant? Who is it gonna be? Who knows? And it ended up being Lio Rush. And that was a legit surprise because I was not thinking Lio Rush. Honestly, I was thinking Bryan Danielson. I was thinking Andrade. So it was a legit surprise to see Lio Rush show up on Double or Nothing. Now, my issue is he's a surprise entrant, and he got to showcase what he could do a little bit. And then he was eliminated by Matt Hardy. So you have this surprise entrant come in, and then he's gone like that. So I'm assuming Leo Rush is with All Elite Wrestling now. He's with AEW. So hopefully they do something spectacular with him, because that's not really a good first impression, you know. The surprise factor was there, but the fact that you eliminated him so quickly, bro, what are y'all doing? But as far as the battle royale, I mean, the match itself was fun. The final two came down to Jungle Boy and Christian, and I'm at home thinking like, okay, Christian is surely gonna win. Oh wait, what happened? Oh, Jungle Boy won. Jungle Boy won. Wow. And it was funny because the crowd was with Jungle Boy, like they were doing the singing his theme song and all that, and you kind of heard a little boos for Christian. So I'm thinking, okay, either they're gonna go with Christian and then they're gonna have to turn him heel, because you have him eliminate one of the fan favorites. Like, people are really digging on Jungle Boy, but they threw us a little curveball and had Jungle Boy win the match. And then after the match, you had the Jurassic Express come out. They're celebrating with Jungle Boy, and then Christian, he kind of gives his nod of approval. He gives him a little hug and says, "Hey, good job, kid," and really does a good job of putting him over. So yeah, man. As far as those two things, the way Leo Rush was handled and the length of the Young Bucks match, those were really my only two issues with the show. Everything else was pretty much on point. The kickoff, the buy-in kickoff show, or the kickoff match was dope. Serena Deeb's a heel now, I think. She went up against Riho, and they had a slobber knocker, as JR would say. They had a good opening match. Serena Deeb won. So no surprise there. I mean, it was kind of close. There was a couple of times where you thought, okay, maybe Rio might win. Nah, Serena Deeb won. So it's all good. I mean, like I said, Serena Deeb's heel now, I think. So that's pretty cool. The opening match between The Machine, Brian Cage, and Hangman Page, as I predicted, would open the show properly. And Adam Page got a huge pop. And the crowd was just really digging on him. And Page and Cage had a real good match. Adam Page won. Team Taz came out and kind of distracted Brian Cage, because he's like, bro, what are y'all doing out here? I'm trying to do this on my own. And then Hangman hits the buckshot lariat and wins with the 1-2-3. The match between Sting and his son Darby Allin taking on Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky. And Sting actually looked good. He came out with he didn't wrestle in a t-shirt. He wrestled in his actual Sting gear. That was pretty dope to see. Of course, Sting and Darby Allin won. I mean, come on now. You really think Sting's first official legit match in 6 years? I think he said, and I think the commentator said, and you think he's gonna lose? Come on, bro. Come on now. What else? Miro defeated Lance Archer. They had a pretty dope match, and it was pretty close. And another one we thought, is Lance Archer gonna win? Nah, Miro won. Miro won with the game over. And the thing is, Lance Archer didn't tap out. He actually passed out, and the ref stopped the match. So, Miro won. So that was pretty cool. Cody Rhodes ended racism. Are you guys happy about this? Do you feel the taste of America in the air? Did an eagle land on your shoulder? Did the American flag just pop out of nowhere and just start waving in the wind as Cody won with a 1-2-3? And he didn't even win with his actual finishing move. He won with the Vertebreaker. Yo, of course I'm joking. I mean, see, I'm lying to myself. This was another kind of low point to the show, because I mean, I'm not gonna cap and say I wasn't interested in the match. I mean, I was thinking, okay, Go-Go's gonna win, but I'm not really surprised that Cody Rhodes won, because before the match, I mean, you guys know that this is Memorial Day weekend, so of course you're gonna have a tribute to the troops. And then after the tribute to the troops, you had a video package just celebrating America. This Memorial Day video montage with bald eagles and American flags and Cody crying or whatever. And then of course he comes out, and my dude came out dressed like Homelander from The Boys. I'm like, oh my god. I know Cody's smart. I know he knows what he had to have known that this was not a good look, because he already has the blonde hair, and then he comes out dressed like Homelander, and Homelander is not a hero. He is not a good person. This Homelander's a dick. You know what I'm saying? So to come out dressed like this dude and expecting me to cheer for you after you give your riveting speech about how racism is over, after you give your wife gives birth to the first interracial baby, you know, I mean, I don't know. And the match itself, it wasn't all that good. I mean, I don't know what I was expecting. Maybe I was expecting too much. I don't know. I mean, it wasn't all that good of a match. It was decent. It wasn't bad, but it was kind of like, all right, what are we doing? What's going on? I guess racism is over now, thanks to Cody. Thank you, Cody, I guess. Like I said, he beat Anthony Ogogo, so now that's kind of jacked up. That's kind of jacked up, because now what do you do for Anthony Ogogo? I mean, now it's gonna be even tougher to building him up as a star. I mean, you do see superstar potential in this dude. Professional boxer, Olympian. He can cut a good promo. He has a good look to him, but I mean, now you gotta go even harder to build this dude up as a star, because Cody just beat him, you know. So I don't know, and it seemed to me like people weren't really into the match. I was following this on Twitter, and we were kind of making fun of Cody more than we were actually talking about the match. You know, we were talking about his outfit, how he looks like a cross between Homelander and Captain America and Mr. America, and there's every American cliche just rolled up into one. I don't know. And of course he came out as the American Dream, so that's cool, I guess. But enough about that. Enough ranting and raving about that, because we have something important to talk about, and that is a new champion, a new women's champion, a role model, a dentist. Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, is the new women's champion. And you hear how I talked about how nobody was into the Cody match. You can say the total opposite when it comes to Britt Baker and Hikaru Shida, because you had Let's Go Shida, DMD chant. People were really into it, and when Britt Baker won, it was kind of like the Knicks just won an NBA championship for me. That's how excited I was. And it's funny, because when AEW first started and I saw Britt Baker for the first time, like, I had no idea who this lady was. I wasn't really into her. I'm like, okay, she's probably going to be like the top champion. She's going to be champion for like 2 years, and I'm not going to care. And it was actually the opposite. Like, over time, her character started to develop more. She started to develop more in the ring. And it was kind of like, yo, she's actually pretty cool. And she's one of the most over superstars in AEW, or not superstars, one of the most over wrestlers in AEW. Like, people are really feeling her. She's like one of the top merch sellers, I think. And now she's the new women's champion. And after the match, there was a moment where Britt Baker walked up to Tony Schiavone and they hugged, and it was kind of an emotional moment. It was pretty cool to see that happen. Yeah, man. What a moment. New champion. And then people were thinking that there was going to be another new champion, and there wasn't. I mean, let me be honest with me. Did anybody see Kenny Omega losing this match? Did anybody think that Orange Cassidy was going to walk out as the new AEW champion? Did anybody actually think that Pac was going to walk out as the new AEW champion? I didn't. Now, there were several points during the match where they had us going, where it's like, okay, is Orange Cassidy going to do it? Is Pac going to do it? Or are they going to pull it off? They told a good story, but Kenny Omega won. And of course it's triple threat, so there's no disqualification, anything goes. So now of course there's going to be shenanigans, and man, oh man, so much shenanigans galore, smorgasbord of shenanigans. Like, Kenny Omega hit Orange Cassidy and Pac with every title he could get his hands on, because he has like what 16 titles by himself. So he's up there hitting him with every single championship he has, and then Kenny Omega eventually wins. I mean, but I think they said about 2 weeks from now it's gonna be Jungle Boy versus Kenny Omega, and maybe Jungle Boy. I mean, that's gonna be a good match, but Jungle Boy's not beating Kenny Omega for the title. I mean, come on now. Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't see that happening. But Kenny Omega's still the champion, and this leaves us with the main event. The main event being the Stadium Stampede 2. Now, as far as Stadium Stampede goes, it was fun, but to me, it wasn't as good as the first Stadium Stampede. The first Stadium Stampede, it was just crazy. Like, the dynamics were all there. Like, you just had a whole bunch of just crazy stuff going on. You had horses, man drowning and changing gimmicks and whatever, people being thrown into an ice chest. And not saying that there weren't shenanigans in this one, because there were, but the first Stadium Stampede was way more fun than this one. But I did have a lot of fun with it, you know. And the Inner Circle won, so they get to stay together. They're still together as best friends. They get to be buddies forever and ever and ever. And I will say this: Sammy Guevara is the MVP. I said this before, the match of Blood and Guts, about Sammy Guevara being the MVP of that match. Sammy Guevara was the MVP of this match as well, guys. You really got to showcase his athleticism. And he picked up the win. Like, he won it for the Inner Circle. He pinned Shawn Spears. Yeah. And like I said, like, just different shenanigans going on. There was like a nightclub scene. Urban Meyer showed up. Conan was there. He was the DJ in the nightclub. Yeah. But yeah, man, Stadium Stampede, it was dope. Overall, man, Double or Nothing was a pretty good show. I had my issues with it, but it wasn't anything that made it unbearable or hard for me to watch, or just maybe just want to cut the TV off or whatever. I had a whole bunch of fun with this. We got several surprises. A big surprise being the fact that Mark Henry is with the company now. So it's already been reported that AEW's got another show coming up. It's gonna be on TNT, I think, Rampage, and Mark Henry is gonna be one of the commentators for Rampage. So that's cool. And there was another thing I saw on Twitter. Thank you, Twitter, for this. But they pointed out that Randy Orton keeps sending all these people to AEW. He sent Christian, Big Show, who else? Now Mark Henry. So we're just sending all these legends to AEW. So I guess this is why JR said that Randy Orton's the best, because he keeps sending all this talent their way. But yeah, man, overall, I had a good time with Double or Nothing. I had fun. It was a fun time. And the fans definitely did make it a whole lot better. Like, just the energy that a live crowd brings. Because it's one thing when you have a few fans here and there, but when you have a packed house, a packed venue full of people cheering and booing and singing Judas, or chanting DMD, or chanting Kenny Omega, or chanting Freshly Squeezed, man, it just gives it a whole different vibe, man. It just makes it feel way more bigger than it already is. So yeah, man, those are my thoughts on AEW Double or Nothing. What did you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. Like, comment, subscribe. You already know what to do, man. Take care. You guys be easy. I'm out. Peace.